Download the My Hingham app today and report issues and get information on town government with ease. Available on the App Store and Google Play. You can submit service requests or gain information with just a few taps on your phone. Using the My Hingham app puts immediate access to town resources in the palm of your hand, including calendars of meetings and events, agendas for upcoming meetings, building permit filing options, online bill payment options, and info about our boards, committees, departments, and services. For more information, please scan the QR code on your screen.
Good evening. I'm calling to order this meeting of the Select Board on August 11th, 2026 at 6 o'clock p.m. This meeting is being held in person and/or remotely as an alternate means of public access pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025 and all other applicable laws temporarily amending certain provisions of the open meeting law. You are hereby advised that this meeting and all communications during this meeting may be recorded by the Town of Hingham in accordance with the open meeting law. If any participant wishes to record this meeting, please notify the chair at the start of the meeting in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20F, so that the chair may inform all other participants of said recording. Is anyone else recording the meeting this evening? Seeing none, I will state for the record, participating, myself, Liz Klein, Chair, Julie Straley, and Bill Ramsey. If you are willing and able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Next on the agenda is approval of minutes. I believe we have several sets. Ready to move forward?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve the minutes dated June 2nd, 2026.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes dated June 10th, 2026.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to approve the minutes dated June 10th, 2026.
Second?
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes dated June 11th, 2026.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to approve the minutes dated June 16th, 2026.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes dated June 24th, 2026.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to approve the minutes dated June 30th, 2026.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for getting all those minutes done. That was a busy month. Next on the agenda is to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Break Rock Brewing, LLC, for the summer send-off at World's End to be held on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have Jay Southwood and Alyssa as well. Great. Jay or Alyssa, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
There
Good
you go.
evening.
Good evening. This is Jay Southwood from Break Rock Brewing. I appreciate you hearing our request.
Excellent. If you can just speak up a little bit and just explain a little bit about the event and what your involvement will be, please.
Sure, happy to. Hopefully this is loud enough. If not, please let me know. We are applying to participate in a trustees event happening at World's End for the summer send-off. In the past, we have worked with the town of Hingham and the trustees on various events at World's End or Weir River Farm. They are very responsible event operators and planners. These are generally very family focused. We will be there selling beer and wine and some non-alcoholic options. Typically, they have us just line up in a row along with other food trucks, and everyone is kind of gathered in the same area at the top of the hill to enjoy a great view and some music and hopefully great weather.
Yes. Yes, I noticed there's no rain date. Is that correct?
I believe that is the case. I don't know if anyone from the trustees is on here. I was not able to confirm that prior to the meeting.
Okay, we'll see if Alyssa can chime in. But I am familiar with this event. I agree, the trustees do a great job managing the events. I see the parking management plan. I'm assuming there's a detail, yes, detail required, and this has been signed off by Chief Jones.
It has been, it's, there, he's requiring 2 officers.
Okay, excellent. Oh, it looked like Alyssa was just there. Alyssa, do you want to add
Hi.
anything?
Yes, sorry, I was trying to speak and for some reason I think I joined incorrectly, but we do not have a rain date, but I think Jay covered everything. We have between 700 and 900 people usually at this event and goes off every year without a hitch. We have a police detail scheduled and oh, you know what? I think we do actually have a rain date for this one. I'm sorry. We have a rain date on the Sunday, but we really try not to use it.
Okay. Do we need to update the application?
So they don't have a rain date, is that what I'm hearing?
There is a rain date for the event, but I think Break Rock Brewing didn't know that at the time of filing it.
So what I don't know if Chief Jones had considered that with his approval, because it was not listed as an alternate date on the application.
Okay,
So when is the event?
the 22nd.
We'll wait, I can step up
Well,
and call Dave and see.
Well, what would, I mean, the requirement would be a detail, right? So I
Yes.
could say I would amend with an alternate date of, I'm sorry, September 22nd?
August 23rd.
August 23rd.
With the
Pursue,
required detail.
yeah, pursuant to the requirements laid out by the Hingham Police Department. I
Yeah,
think that will cover it.
Yes, and I can't imagine that's an issue, Alyssa, but we'll double check with the chief to make sure they have coverage.
Sure, that'd be great. And I could put it in a tentative request for that as well. There's no, yeah, we would plan to contact them and make sure that we had a detail there if we had to use the rain date.
Okay, perfect.
And again, the detail needs to be 2 officers.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's on here, okay. Okay, any questions or comments, Julie?
No, as long as it's, that the Hingham Police Department is contacted about the rain date and that language is added to the motion, then I'm satisfied with that.
I just made a note to call Dave.
Okay, great. Bill, any other questions?
No, I'm familiar with the event. They do a great job down there, so I have no concerns or questions.
Excellent. Any questions or comments from members of the public? Okay, I'm ready to take a motion.
I'll take a stab at it then.
Okay, great.
I make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Break Rock Brewing LLC for the summer send-off at World's End to be held on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., with an alternate date of August 23rd, 2026, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., pursuant to the requirements established in the application by the Hingham Police Department.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well. Excellent. Thank you so much. Good luck with the event.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is to consider approval of a special one-day all-alcoholic beverages license to Deirdre Anderson, Hingham Historical Society for Tavern Night at the Old Ordinary to be held on Saturday, September 12th, 2026, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Do you want to come on up, Deirdre?
okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for considering our application. This is our 8th Tavern Night at the Old Ordinary. It is the Society's biggest fundraiser. We put up a tent in the parking lot and host guests who have a chance to go through the House Museum, and then we serve food and drink, and there's a individual performer this year, as well as a call for support about 9 o'clock in the program.
Excellent, excellent. I know it's a great event. Thank you. And I see that there is a police detail required.
Yep.
And you usually have parking set up at St. Paul's?
Yes, yep, they've been very generous with allowing us to park for that event. We find a lot of our guests will walk or carpool together downtown and then just come up to, we seem to receive most of our guests. Anyone who needs accessibility, we ask them to contact us in advance, and they're able to pull in slightly to the driveway, unload guests that need access, and then park off-site.
Okay, excellent. Great, I'm excited for it. Julie, any questions?
No, it's a great event. I've enjoyed attending it. I'm looking forward to it this year. But also, I can see that it's very well run, and I always see the police there ready to help people cross the street and be safe and leave the party and leave their beverages behind and all that. So it's very well run.
And we have a crosswalk this year.
Yes.
First
Yeah.
time ever.
Yes.
So thank you.
She'll be great.
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah, it's a great event, gets better every year, gets more popular every year, and as you noted, it'll have the collateral benefit of an improved and safer Fountain Square this year too, which is great, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank
Very
fantastic.
exciting.
Great.
Excellent. Any questions or comments from members of the public? Okay, ready to take a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day all-alcoholic beverages license to the Hingham Historical Society for Tavern Night at the Old Ordinary to be held on Saturday, September 12th, 2026, from 7 o'clock PM to 10 o'clock PM.
Second,
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
aye.
I'm an aye as well.
Great.
Good
Thank you
luck.
so much.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is application for an entertainment license submitted by 211 Hingham LLC, doing business as Camella's Restaurant, 207 Lincoln Street, Hingham. Do we have Kim Collier on the line? Okay.
Hi, can you hear me today?
Yes, yes, thank you
Okay,
for your
I'm sorry about
patience.
last time.
Yes, sorry for the technical issues last time. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the application?
Sure, I mean, first of all, I didn't know that I needed it for just the TVs. So that's, I definitely need that. But I'd like to have maybe a 2-person acoustic ensemble once in a while. So that's really basically it. Indoors, not on the patio.
Okay. So, and that's all on the application, the TV screens and the live music?
Yes,
Okay. Okay, and 6 PM to 10 PM, Monday through Friday?
yeah, I don't have a specific day in mind right now. But if you need that, I can come up with that as well.
Is it limited to the date?
No.
No, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, excellent. And I see that there were no issues from the police department. Chief Jones has signed off on this. Okay. Julie, any questions?
No question.
Bill?
I have no questions, I just note that, I mean, there is a residence that's directly next door. Were people notified of it, either there or on Beulah Road? Assuming that they probably were, right?
I don't know.
There was definitely the public.
I mean, I don't know the
notice.
family that lives there, but I know there is a residence that's directly next door to the restaurant. I mean, the music's gonna be inside. You know, we can ensure that we could pull it back to maybe like a 9 o'clock time if needed, or, you know, if there are no objections, I think the proposed times are probably fine, but if there are, we could always scale it back to maybe a more reasonable time of 8:30 or 9. But I'm comfortable moving forward if everybody else is.
Okay. Yes, it does specify indoors. And we would review this again next year, correct?
We would, it's attainment license.
Annual.
It's
It's an
attainment.
annual
I mean,
license.
probably
If
would,
there are any
I'd be,
issues.
probably would renew it probably in January, December.
Oh, right, it's just till
It's a
December
detainment, correct,
31st.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any questions or comments from members of the public? No, okay.
All right. I'd make a motion to approve the request of 211 Hingham LLC, doing business as Camella's Restaurant, 207 Lincoln Street, Hingham, for an entertainment license in accordance with the entertainment license application filed with the town of Hingham on June 8, 2026, authorizing television screens and small acoustic ensembles to perform within the restaurant Monday through Friday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Following restrictions apply: no larger than a three-piece band, acoustical in nature and volume. 2, music shall be maintained at a volume appropriate for background entertainment and compatible with a pleasurable dining experience. And 3, permitted hours may be further limited, or the license may be suspended or revoked in the event of noise or crowd-related complaints.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. I'm sure there won't be any complaints. Best of luck with it.
Thank you. Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
I may have someone that wants to do a Christmas party, and, well, you said this goes till December, right? The end of December?
Yes, it's
Okay.
the calendar year, so we'll go to December 31st.
Okay, so I have a couple that may want to do a Christmas party, and I assume it will be like on a Saturday night. So if they do want to have entertainment, can I reapply, or how does that work? If it's,
Well, I'm sorry, do you want to answer?
No, you go ahead.
No, well, you would conduct that party in accordance with the vote we just approved tonight in the existing license. And if there are no complaints or objections, the existing license would be renewed on January 1st. But Kim, since it's the first time you're doing it, make a note to reach out to Sam in our office to renew it in December, to make sure it is renewed.
But I think.
Okay, great.
We
Thank you so
specified
much.
Monday through Friday.
Oh, she wants to do it Saturday?
The party might be on a Saturday.
You might be able to do it one day or something like that.
We could do it one day.
In that instance.
Yeah, it's-
Just reach out to Samantha in my office, and she can help you with a one day in that instance if needed.
Great, thank you so much.
thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay. All right, the next two items, 7 and 8, potential vote to sign the memorandum of agreement with Teamsters, Local Union 25, DPW supervisors, will be delayed till our next meeting on August 25th, as well as item number 8, as I mentioned, to consider the agreement with Axon Enterprise Incorporated for 73 TASER 10 certification and 2-day TASER instructor certification for the Hingham Police Department. We will take that up on our next meeting, August 25th. So skipping to item 9, next on the agenda is to consider the agreement with Bright Light Electric Company Incorporated for the electrical relocation project at the South Shore Country Club. You have David?
Hello,
Hi.
good evening. All right. Thank you. So logistically, this project is in preparation for the existing pool demolition. So this is kind of phase 1, I guess, if you will. Overall, the relocating of the electrical work should take a few weeks. We do not anticipate whatsoever that the restaurant will be affected by this. We do believe that the bowling alley may be closed for a couple of days. That is a possibility with the work that goes on behind there. If anyone has never seen that, it's actually quite the operation on how the pins go up and down. And so when that does happen, Kevin has ensured that we'll make sure to send out all proper notification to members and just kind of stay, in communication with everybody when that does happen. As far as the procurement in the contract goes, on July 22nd, Kevin and I conducted a site visit. HMLP actually was present for this as well, where the contractors were able to kind of see the project and ask any kind of technical questions. Ultimately, we received 2 bids, and the lowest bid that we received was Bright Light Electrical Company. And just a little bit about them, that they have been in business since 1973. They are extremely conveniently located right here in Hingham, so that's good. Their DCAM rating is 93 out of 100, so anything over 90 is excellent. And some similar projects that they have completed is an electrical panel replacement for the town of Cohasset. That was a $384,000 contract. And accessibility upgrades for the city of Lowell for a $140,000 contract. The project schedule would start anywhere sometime in August, and then the contract end date is for September 30 of 2026. And the funding source is a pool demolition account that we have. And the contractor shall invoice the town upon completion of the project and any kind of, if applicable, any kind of inspections. And the total contract for tonight is $169,900.
Excellent, thank you.
Can I just add something on that?
Sure.
I've heard that the country club this evening, Country Club Management Committee also voted to approve this contract.
Okay, great.
Recommend.
Okay. Do you know how much was budgeted or how much is in that pool demolition account? Maybe this is a question for Katie.
I don't know, I could find out.
I don't know off the top of my head,
Okay.
but when we reviewed all the financials associated, this didn't come up as a flag.
Okay, okay, good. So thank you for talking about the bowling alley may be disrupted. So golf operations will not be disrupted?
No, Kevin does not anticipate any other disruptions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there are some summer camps running
Correct.
as well. Okay. So they'll start, are they ready to start as soon as we sign this?
They are. There is a little bit of a lead time for a few parts.
Okay.
So they probably really won't start until maybe in the next couple of weeks, but.
Okay. Okay, great. Julie, any questions?
Yeah, thanks, David, for coming out and for explaining all of this to us. Is the electrical work something that needs to be permitted, and has that already been done?
That has been discussed with HMLP. At this time, yes, there will be an inspection with the electrical inspector. It has to come out to even approve the project. So until that part happens, no invoices will be coming to us until it is deemed successful, which would be the electrical permit.
Okay, and then demolition, has that been bid out yet?
No.
Demolition of the pool?
No, we're working on that right now, really with the design of that, because it is attached to an existing building.
Yep.
So that has not gone out yet. I'm not sure exactly when we plan to do that. I'd say soon, but I don't know how soon.
Okay. And then finally, the pool demolition account, that's within, I want to clarify for anyone who's wondering, within the South Shore Country Club Enterprise Fund.
Yes.
So it's their fund where their revenue and expenses are in and out.
That's exactly right.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Excellent. Bill?
I was going to say, I think it's a much-needed capital project at the country club, and I'm glad we're able to identify a funding source within the fund, so I'm fully supportive of it.
Excellent. Any questions or comments from members of the public? Okay. Actually, sorry, it's
I'd
just,
refer you
it's
to
number
number
11.
11. Yeah, go look
I
at
know,
number
I just all of a sudden had a jump scare.
It's
What
on,
are we
it's
doing?
number
Hey, it's
11.
number 11.
Yeah, number 11,
Okay, all right.
so.
So are we ready to vote?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make a motion to authorize the town administrator to approve the agreement with Bright Light Electric Company Incorporated for the electrical relocation project at the South Shore Country Club in an amount not to exceed $169,900.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Excellent. Thank
Great.
you, David, for
Thank
your
you.
help on this. Be good to get this going.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is approval of petition to locate private sewer line 155 Otis Street. We have Russ Tierney, Water Superintendent. And sewer. Okay,
Yes,
Is he counsel
Oh,
for
is
that?
that
He might be counsel for
counsel?
he's
that,
coming in too, yeah.
Okay,
But
great.
Russ will set it up for you, but
okay.
yeah,
And then I think there's a homeowner on there too,
yeah.
Mateos. There's two of
Oh,
them.
yes, okay. Daria and Peter,
Okay,
yeah.
you promoted them. Okay, great.
Do you want me to promote Mateos?
I don't know if they want to talk or not, but.
want to do what?
Promote the homeowners?
Yeah.
Sure.
Good evening, Walter Sullivan, counsel for the owners, the Mateos, and with me is Al Loomis from McKenzie Engineering, who's been on this project for quite a while.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm actually going to have Russ Tierney kick us off, and then I'll pass it over to you, Walter.
Thank you. Thank you.
There we go.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Art. Sorry, Art just got me logged in. So we're here today to talk about, we're calling it, either a license or an agreement to allow a private structure to be on town property. What happened was the approved plans called for a different type of connection to the sewer system. Somewhere along the lines, it was modified but not sent back to the building department to be approved for the modification, which included a sewer manhole. The sewer manhole wound up about halfway on the public roadway. The way we found out is the contractor backfilled but didn't do a great job and wound up, the road started sinking a little bit. So DPW went out and fixed it. The homeowner and they did pay for that to go out and fix the road. We've been through a lot of back and forth just to make sure that everything was done properly. The sewer line was inspected, the manhole was inspected. So we came to an agreement with the homeowners that the town would accept this and let it stay there as long as they took ownership of the sewer line from the house all the way to the street. They did, like I said, they did inspect the sewer line to the street, and that was all taken care of. So they've done everything that we've asked for with the sewer line. We are all set with accepting it, but the agreement or license does call for them to take ownership of it. Typically in the town of Hingham, the ownership of the sewer service ends at the property line, the town takes over, but because this etches onto town property, we've decided to push it to the street. The thing is in great shape now, and it'll be fine for many years. So we have no problem with taking this over. Not taking over, but having this agreement in place.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Russ, for your attention to this.
No problem.
Has the sewer board reviewed this?
The sewer board had a discussion about it. We told them we were all set with it. They didn't have to vote on it because it's not really something they vote on.
Right.
Because it's an agreement with you guys, but they're all set with it.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
Walter Sullivan, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I don't have much to add. The homeowners are also on with us, the Mateos, and it's been a long journey. They originally got approvals for this back in 2023, and there was definitely some miscommunication, and I think this is a good remedy for that to move forward.
Okay, excellent. Peter or Daria, did you want to add anything? Is it Daria or Daria?
No.
Okay. Any questions, Julie?
I just found a typo in the petition document. So it's in the first paragraph,
General?
general, I see an L. So close to the end of that first paragraph.
It's 3 lines up from the bottom, and that's a good catch.
Okay, so we'll make that edit and then sign the final copy. Okay. Bill, any questions or comments?
Yeah, so just briefly, Russ, so in reading the agreement, which I was happy to see, the property owner is responsible for the construction, operation, inspection, repair, and maintenance, removal and a replacement. So basically, if anything happens with the line, the cost and maintenance burdens are going to be the responsibility of the homeowner. Is that correct?
That's correct. And typically, Bill, when they put a pump or a manhole in, the pumps are actually back towards the house. But typically, when you put a structure in, it's usually on the private property, then goes to the sewer line. But again, since this encroached on the town land, we just wanted them to cover all the way to the main. So it was reviewed by town council and everything, so we're all set with it.
And lastly, Russ, if there was any maintenance issues or failure issues of the line, would it have any impact on any abutting properties?
No, not at all. Nope.
Okay, it's directly to
And again,
the homeowners.
yeah, and again, Bill, they upgraded the line. They made it right. It's a perfectly good line now. There's no issues with it at all. So it'll last a very long time.
Okay, great. All right, I have no concerns with it. Thank you.
Excellent. Any questions or comments from members of the public? Okay. I'm ready to take a motion.
All right, I'd make a motion to approve the petition of Peter Matheos and Dania Matheos, 155 Otis Street, Hingham, Mass. 02043, for a non-exclusive and revocable permit to maintain a private sewer manhole within the Otis Street right-of-way to serve 155 Otis Street, as described in the petition and plans filed with the Select Board on December 16th, 2025, subject to the terms and conditions set forth in the permit, and to authorize the town administrator to execute the permit on behalf of the town.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Thank you for your patience and for working with the town to get this resolved. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Me too.
Good seeing you, Walter.
You too, Bill. Thanks.
Take care.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Thank
Have a good
you.
night.
Thanks, Russ. Okay, next on the agenda is acknowledgement and acceptance of gifts, the Barberhood Trust. Katie, do you want to explain this?
Sure. Tonight, we're asking the Select Board to acknowledge and accept 2 gifts from the estate of Barbara Hood. She bequeathed in initial distributions $500,000 to the Historic Commission and $500,000 to the Conservation Commission. The acknowledgement and acceptance is under Mass General Law 4453A, which is for gifts and donations to the town, to any town. And so with that, I'll hand it over to Tom to explain a little bit more.
Yeah, Barbara was a neighbor across the street here for many, many, many years. Loved seeing her out there. She was always engaged with our staff. So, we were sad to hear of her passing, but I'm just thrilled that she thought of the town at the end, so.
Yes. Well, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Tom. Absolutely. So incredibly generous. We are very grateful. As many probably know, Barbara Hood, who lived across the street, as Tom mentioned, passed away on November 9th, 2025, at the age of 90. She attended the Hingham schools and graduated from Emerson College in Boston. She worked for Mount Sinai Hospital in New York and finished her career working for NBC at Rockefeller Center in New York. She was the daughter of the late Roy and Louise Hood. She's survived by many close friends and neighbors and many friends here at Town Hall. So she will be missed, but her legacy certainly will live on through conservation and the Historic Commission. So it's an honor to have that legacy. So incredibly grateful for this. Tom, I will ask you to work with the Conservation and Historic Commission department heads to outline a process for how this money will be appropriated
We'll
most
do it.
effectively.
And we'll do, as any expenditures out of it would need to be approved by those boards, but you guys as well. So I'll work with those respective department heads to come up with something, and we'll present it to you when we're ready.
Okay, excellent, thank you. Julie?
I just want to acknowledge her kindness in leaving this money to the town that can be used for good, for conservation and historic preservation. And sorry about her passing, and may she rest in peace.
Thank you. Bill?
Yeah, very, very kind of her to do that, and very appreciative. Barbara was a very nice person. Tom, is there any restrictions on how those committees can use the money? For example, do they have to use it for a specific purpose, or is the use of it unlimited by the grant?
So it needs to be within the application of the Conservation Commission for their purposes and the Historic Commission for theirs, so for those general purposes. But it ultimately needs to be approved by you all. So the trust wanted to make sure that they were guided by the principles of those two departments, but then ultimately needs to be approved by you guys per the law. So it can't really be for anything, but.
But it has to be within the mission of those.
Within the mission
of those committees.
departments. And that's what I'll
Yeah.
work with them on, identifying the best way to do this. We'll figure that out.
Yeah,
Great.
excellent.
Excellent. Any questions or comments from members of the public? Okay, ready to take a motion.
I'll make a motion to acknowledge, accept, and confirm the receipt of a gift in the amount of $500,000 from the Barbara L. Hood Revocable Trust of 2020 to the Town of Hingham in accordance with the attached gift letter to the Hingham Historical Commission under the provisions of Mass General Laws, Chapter 44, Section 53A.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
And I'd make a motion to acknowledge, accept, and confirm the receipt of a gift in the amount of $500,000 from the Barbara L. Hood Revocable Trust of 2020 to the Town of Hingham in accordance with the attached gift letter to the Hingham Conservation Commission under the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, next on the agenda is recognition of Thomas O'Donnell's 100th birthday. Bill, do you want to present this?
Sure. It was brought to my attention by a resident that tomorrow, Tom O'Donnell will turn 100 years old. And as anyone who knows Tom knows that he was an absolute town treasure. He served as a town moderator for 45 years. When he retired from that position, he was the longest active serving moderator in the state of Massachusetts. So a very historical feat to do that. He's also a very proud Navy veteran, a very, very respected attorney within the Boston community, and just a wonderful guy. I think if anybody can go to our town meeting and appreciate the way that we conduct our town meeting, the fact that any citizen can go up to the microphone and make an argument for or against something, and do it in a respectful way. Tom O'Donnell established that. He was just an absolute genius in the way he ran town meeting. And we're very fortunate to have had Mike Puzo succeed him and also do a wonderful job. And just thrilled that he's turning 100 tomorrow. I think you're welcome to join me. Mike Puzo and I are going to go over his house tomorrow afternoon and present him with the certificate. And I'm sure that knowing him, he'll be very humbled and honored, and he won't expect it. So he's a wonderful guy, and happy birthday, Tom O'Donnell, 100 years old. It's a pretty significant feat.
Very significant milestone, and certainly we're grateful for his service to the town, and continues to be a wonderful community member. So happy birthday. Julie?
Yeah, happy birthday, Tom. And he has shown the way during his lifetime of service to our country and service to his town for many, many years. So I'm grateful for him, for his service and showing others the way about how important it is to serve your neighbor, serve your town, serve your country if able.
Yes,
So,
and he's still very actively doing it, so we
Yes.
appreciate it. Any comments from members of the public? I know he's beloved. Okay, we're not voting this. We're just going to present. We just wanted to read it into the record, and it will be presented tomorrow. So do you want to read it, Bill?
Sure. Congratulations to Thomas L.P. O'Donnell. The Hingham Select Board, on behalf of the town of Hingham, congratulates you on the occasion of your 100th birthday and celebrates your extraordinary lifetime of service to our community. Your 45 years as town moderator were marked by dignity, fairness, and an unwavering commitment to civic engagement, while your leadership in preserving World's End and your service on numerous town boards and committees have left a lasting legacy. As a proud United States Navy veteran and devoted public servant, you have enriched the town of Hingham through your dedication, integrity, and leadership. On behalf of a grateful community, we thank you for your remarkable contributions and wish you continued health, happiness, and joy as you celebrate this extraordinary milestone. Dated August 12, 2026, signed Elizabeth Klein, Julie Straley, and William Ramsey, Hingham Select Board.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, that's worth clapping for. Excellent. Next on the agenda is appointments. I believe we have a couple.
We do?
You wanna
Ready to
start?
proceed?
Sure.
I would make a motion to appoint Margaret Harris to the Conservation Commission for a term ending June 30th, 2027.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to appoint Lynn Anderson to the Beautification Commission for a term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to appoint Molly Escreasy to the Bear Cove Park Committee for a term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second. Roll call vote. Julie?
Abstain.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well. It passes. Okay, there's one.
We have one more. And I'd make a motion to appoint Jennifer Young to the Old Colony Elder Services Board of Directors.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. And thank you to Jennifer Young for all her service. Okay, next on the agenda, public comment. Any questions or comments from members of the public on items not on the agenda? Sure, come on up. Do you mind coming to the podium so people at home can hear you? Yeah, did you want to say something?
Yes, but could I just stay here because I'm a little...
Sure, we'll bring you the microphone,
bring you
just
the
so
mic.
people
Yeah,
can
yeah.
hear you.
It's very informative, I mean, casual, nothing too... I just wanted to say a couple of things.
Can you just say your name and
Oh,
address?
Sandra Owens, 5 Lincoln Street, Hingham, Mass. I will say I'm an abutter to the Old Ordinary, so I can attest to the fact that the tavern night is well-run and over at around 10 o'clock, so I've never been bothered by the
Excellent.
tavern night.
Great.
And I've been in the thick of things of the Fountain Square renovations, probably the most affected by it, probably, by being on 5 Lincoln Street, so that's another issue. I'm actually here tonight. It's been such a pleasure to see my town government being run. It really has been a pleasure. I used to be able to go to town meeting regularly because I loved going, and I was there of Tom O'Donnell's last night, and I remember how many items were on that agenda, controversial items, and how well that meeting was run, because there were a lot of items that people had a lot to say about, and it was just a very, very interesting meeting. And actually, what brought me here was I'm part of a little group of seniors who have some concerns with our current senior center, and we're just trying to feel our way around how we get things accomplished. And I happen to be at the Council of Aging's meeting earlier this afternoon, and we've been bringing up some of the issues, and I'm sure they'll work their way through whatever channels they need to go. One of the issues is handicapped accessibilities for the restrooms at the senior center. And today we learned that they are supposedly ADA accessible. So I guess my concern is, when they were ADA accessible when this building was a school. And since that time, it's changed its occupancy. So now it's a town hall. So does the ADA accessibility carry over to the change from when it was a school to when it became a town hall? Because what we are looking for are grab bars in the restrooms at the senior center, which have not been in place. There's only one restroom that does have grab bars, and there are, lots more senior citizens than one restroom can accommodate. So I just will bring that up as a concern that we're having. There are lots of others. Of course, there's no parking, we all know that. And there's 16 parking spaces for a town that has 30% population of seniors. Not good. And there's some furniture concerns. I don't know whether or not another senior center is dead in the water, or is that still something that's ongoing? Does anybody know?
It's not on the agenda, so we can't have a full discussion about it,
Okay.
but we are working on it, and it will be on a future agenda, an
Okay.
update. But Tom, can you follow up tomorrow with Jennifer and or Mike Clancy, whoever needs to be involved with the ADA compliance.
Yes, my understanding is that Jennifer has spoken with your group. I think she's putting together a packet for the Council on Aging to consider, and then she would bring it over to us. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
But I'm meeting with her in the morning anyway, so I'll bring it up when I'm.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
Yep.
Great,
So,
thank you.
I'll just say that the existing town council on aging is really inadequate for the the amount of seniors that we have here. Most of us go to other senior centers for programs, namely Cohasset, Situate, Marshfield, and Duxbury, who all have wonderful buildings, can accommodate seniors well, plenty of parking, and it's disappointing to me, as a longtime resident of the town, graduate of Hingham High School, that, we don't have a better facility. It just isn't right. Amen.
Yeah, appreciate the feedback.
Yeah.
We're also very disappointed, but we appreciate the feedback and you
Thank you.
coming tonight.
I'll take it.
All right, Yvette, you're next.
How do you put this in here?
There you go.
I got it. Yvette Cantor, 442 Main Street. I was at the same meeting, and I do think there are some things that have to happen, but Tom, if you could follow up with Jen, and I think it's just timely responsiveness.
On that list?
There's a list. There's a list, and we're going to meet with them and help them kind of put this down. We've explained about priorities and that there's not money for everything, and we have to figure out what needs to come first, et cetera. So we'll do that. I'm here tonight to ask, so there has been conversation around the center being opened 5 days a week. It is still coming up. It is still a lot of conversation around it. And I'm here to find out when that can happen, because they're having events, there is enough parking, and if we were to open up on a Friday, it would open a whole parking lot and would really open things up for our seniors, and I think they would very much appreciate that.
Excellent, thank you.
Great, thank you.
It's great feedback. Any other questions or comments from members of the public? Is anyone still online? Okay. All right, next on the agenda is Town Administrator Select Board reports. Art?
I have nothing this evening.
Okay. Katie?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Tom?
I did issue a one-day liquor license to Best Brother Record for a concert at Ames Chapel on August 7th. From 7 to 11, there were 75 attendees with 1 police detail required.
Excellent. Bill?
Nothing this evening.
Okay. Julie?
I'll just quickly add that the Select Board and the Town Administrator's Office is doing a weekly update, and each week that update is posted to the town's website. It's on the homepage. There's a button close to the top that says Weekly Update, and you can watch the video clip if you really want to watch the video, right, Yvette? We need to find a different word. Or you can read the transcript if you want to just, and the purpose of the update is to communicate with everybody about what's going on in the town in the coming week, and we continue that, and we'll keep going with it. But I just wanted to remind everybody that that's something that is happening in the town and a way we can communicate with people.
Excellent. You good? Okay. I had the pleasure of being at Hingham Farmers Market this past Saturday. It was Farmers Market Day in Hingham as part of the state and national program. It is a thriving market. It is very fun. I encourage everyone to visit, try it out if you haven't been. The vendors are amazing, great energy. People start lining up about 8:45. So if you want the blueberries, you do need to get there early. But it's a great market. People come from all over. So special thanks to Bev Vernon and her team of volunteers and the board there. They are doing a great job. We remembered Mark Cullings this weekend, and he put his heart and soul into that market and this community, and his legacy is certainly living on. So appreciate that. With that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well. We are adjourned at 6:49 PM. Thank you.
We recognize that taking time to visit, call, or email our town departments to report issues in Hingham doesn't always fit your schedule. Are you looking for an easier way to communicate with the town? Well, now there's an easier way. With the My Hingham mobile app, you can submit service requests or gain information with just a few taps of your phone. To get started, simply download the My Hingham app from the Apple App Store or Google Play, or simply scan our QR code to get the access to the app that's best for your phone. Once you've opened the app, select the Submit a Service Request button. From there, you can choose the type of request you want to submit, whether it's a pothole, a fallen tree, or something else. You'll then be prompted to take a photo of the issue and provide a brief description. You can also use the app to track the status of your issue and receive updates. Using My Hingham puts immediate access to town resources in the palm of your hand, including calendars of meetings and events, agendas for upcoming meetings, building permit filing options, online bill payment options, information about our boards, committees, departments, and services. So why wait? Download the My Hingham app today and report issues and get information on town government with ease.